tell yet. I appreciated Terry's reassuring hand on my shoulder. The female crime scene tech on our boat pulled the winch line so the diver could attach it to the recovery basket. The wire basket was over 6 feet long, with sides tall enough to keep a person firmly inside. I was relieved to see the care they used. They didn't know about my possible connection to the victim. They were just professionals. Against all sound judgment, I stepped closer for a better look. The other crime scene tech, a doughy guy in his mid-30s, leaned over the edge of the boat. He'd been the first victim of the beef jerky prank. All it had taken was a quick whiff of the smelly, dried meat, and the tech had vomited over the side of the boat. But now, he showed great concentration and focus. Leaning so far out of the boat, his face almost touched the water. I heard a helicopter in the distance. When I looked up, I noticed it was a news helicopter. I hoped to God they didn't try to get too close and film the body coming onto the boat. I couldn't imagine a family ever seeing that on TV. But reporters continue to amaze me. I heard one of the crime scene techs say they were bringing the body on board. I took a deep breath and steadied myself. Chapter 2. I watched the crime scene technicians and police divers struggle in the choppy water. My stomach lurched as I stepped over to help. Forensic scientists and crime scene investigators can be territorial. The crime scene tech waved me off. Then, the male crime scene tech slipped during a particularly rough wave. He grabbed the basket holding the body. It tipped. I tensed, expecting disaster. The other tech sprang from the deck and managed to straighten the basket, at least temporarily. When the winch holding the basket swayed, the basket came forward onto the boat deck. That's when it happened. The body tumbled onto the deck of the patrol boat with a sickening thud. I kept my mouth shut. It was an accident, and conditions were dicey. It could have happened to anyone. One of the basket's black straps fluttered in the wind as both crime scene techs carefully picked up the body, turning her so that she faced up. We all stared at the victim for a moment as the female crime scene tech kneeled and meticulously brushed wet strands of hair away from the woman's face. It was not Juliana's friend, but whoever she was, this young woman had been stunning. Not just pretty or cute, but an honest-to-God beauty. Long, gorgeous dark hair, a straight petite nose, and high cheekbones. She hadn't been in the water long. She was fully clothed, and even still had her high heels strapped on. She looked like a peaceful angel lying on the deck of the boat. Terry Hernandez leaned in close to me. She said in a low voice, "This is really similar to a body we found in the Bronx about 2 months ago. Both pretty, both in formal wear, and both discarded like an old fast food container." She stepped past me and pointed at the body on the deck. "Looks like a puncture wound in the chest. It's small but noticeable." Terry turned and added, "See the red soles on those heels? This girl has really expensive taste. Those are Christian Louboutin stilettos, and the dress looks like a Gucci." I just nodded. I always need a few minutes after recovering a body. I tried to picture the circumstances that led to the victim's death. There was something about being dumped in the water that felt extra evil. It's one of my nightmares. I said a quick, silent prayer for this poor woman. At the moment, the only thing I could think of was catching whoever killed her. The crime scene techs took photo after photo from every angle. The male crime scene tech looked up from the body and said, "No ID of any kind. I'd put her age between 19 and 22. We'll try to get her fingerprints back at the lab. We'll see if she ever applied for a government job or has ever been arrested. But we might have a hard time figuring out who she is." I shook my head. Somebody's missing her. She'll match a missing persons report. We'll know in a day or two who she is. The thought of this girl dying alone caused a wave of sadness to pass over me. I'd promised myself that if these kinds of feelings didn't come to me whenever I saw a body, I'd